We're getting our first look at the man accused of terrorizing Colorado Springs this weekend. 57-year-old Robert Deere Jr. was alongside his lawyer, who may look familiar to you. Dan King also represented the Aurora theater shooter when he appeared in court this morning. Deere is accused of killing 3 people, including a police officer, and injuring 9 people, 4 of them police officers. He's being held on no bond tonight. And we have team coverage this evening. Mark Boyle is leading us off with the latest on the investigation. And Mark, the suspect appeared in front of a judge through a video feed.
That feed coming from the El Paso County Jail here, where Robert Deere Jr. is being held. He didn't have a lot to say, and that he did say only came after advisement of Public Defender Dan King.
Do you have any questions about any of these rights, sir?
No questions.
It was routine and brief, just 10 minutes from start to finish for Robert Deere Jr. to make his first appearance by video conference from the El Paso County Jail.
I would ask the court to formally appoint my office at this time.
The first appearance didn't come without the case's first surprise. Deere is being represented by none other than high-profile death penalty attorney Dan King. But when asked if the death penalty would be sought by the district attorney Dan May,
Under the Colorado system, it is not a question I can answer now. It will be at the time that he is arraigned.
Right now, Deere is being held without bond on 1 count of first-degree murder. More charges certain to follow a week and a half from now.
When our office looks at if and whether we will file charges next week, we are not bound by whatever he was arrested on, and we can file if we think it's appropriate.
There were some family members of victims in court today. They were understandably emotional, wiping away tears at one point while Deere appeared on the courtroom monitor. Their appearance is their small way of supporting the 3 who were killed. Now, Deere is back in court a week from Wednesday, which will be December 9th. That's when we'll learn the full list of charges that are being brought against him. We're live in Colorado Springs. Mark Boyle, Denver 7.
Thanks, Mark. And we are still a long ways away from determining if the suspect's crime will carry the death penalty. We do know some of the crimes he's accused of do fall into some of the aggravating and mitigating factors to seek the death sentence in our state. The most obvious would be the fact that one of his victims was a police officer.
During court today, a line of police cars escorted the body of slain officer Garrett Swasey through Colorado Springs. We learned today that his funeral will be at the New Life Church on Friday. Kier Stewart, an Iraq war veteran, and Jennifer Markovski, a stay-at-home mother of 2, were also killed. Markovski's husband sent us a statement within the last few hours saying he is shocked and saddened by the tragic loss of his wife. He says she was deeply loved by all who knew her.
And federal agents and the bomb squad searched that suspect's home in the small town of Hartselle in Park County after the crime this weekend. Neighbors say the suspect moved into a small RV there just about a year ago, and they described him as quiet and a bit of a loner.